have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones, and
This is the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy E. Jones, and I want to thank you for watching us today. Of course, we're on the air live every Wednesday. That's every Wednesday, headphones, every Wednesday that we have you on 105.2. That's how about 15.2? I want to put that 15.2 family because I'm so excited about 15.2. I had an opportunity to sit back on Sunday and watch it all day long. And I want to advise you from around the world, if you want to go and see what the greatest black station is putting out everything everywhere, you want to go to 15.2, okay? That station has everything on it, has all of the wonderful programs. Tavis Smiley is a beast. Yes, he is. And he's there every day, Monday through Friday. Just want to let you know that 15.2, want to give out love shouts to 15.2. Because I sat there, I was enjoying everything, all the different shows and the hosts, etc. I thought I was bad. But for some of these shows, I'd be like the pre-opening for their shows, because we have at this station have put together some wonderful, great hosts and their shows. I just want to let you know that, family. But this is the Talk Beat Jones, and we're live every Wednesday from 10 until 11. And of course, we're on that wonderful, the great station 15.2 from 4 to 5 on Sundays. And for those persons saying, keep asking me, Billy, well, how do I watch the station? How do I watch the station? I'll give you a lineup, okay? You can go to 313watkins.com. You can go to radio.cansee.com. RadioWeCanSee.com. You can also go to WHPRTV.com. You can go to R.J. Watkins Facebook fan page. That's the one with the red letters, okay? You can watch it live when you do it that way. So also, for people around the world, I want you to know that you also can watch us on that Roku box. That's right. Go to the Roku box around the world, period. People say, well, how do I watch it? If you say whatever state, wherever they are, tell them to go to the Roku box. Okay? From anywhere in the world, they can watch us on the Roku box. So once again, I am that guy, Billy E. Jones, right here, talking to you. I want to do this. We just had an election. And for those persons out there, I'm going to talk to you about advertising. I'm going to talk to you about advertising. Those persons who came in second place, I'm going to talk to you about what you needed to do and what you can do, because we're going to get into this game of advertising in the political world. Let's do this. The voter turnout was 108,000 people, 108,722 people. The registered number of folks that could have voted was 527,369. And I'm going to give you the results. So you want to know who won? I'm going to give it to you right here. In terms of the governor's race, Jocelyn Benson received 87,789 votes. That's 90% of the votes. And Mr. Robert Swanson received 8,782 votes, 9% of the votes. And the write-in vote candidate received 51%. Jocelyn Benson, and I want to give a shout out to Mr. Swanson as well, that he did a wonderful, wonderful campaign. He was also came to the station, did a great, great interview. I salute him. Great man. I saw him, I see him, and got a chance to know him from his interview. But Jocelyn Benson is the winner. She's the candidate for the Democratic Party. And by the way, my host here, Miss Michelle Bronson, Michelle, talking about Bronson, I'm thinking about basketball. My lady that is here hosting with me, Michelle, is the person who works on the Jocelyn Benson campaign. She brought in another winner, y'all. Brought in another winner. Also, let's go to the Republican. John James received 54% of the votes, 1,517 votes. Just 1,517 votes is what it took to win his particular race. Perry Johnson, who spent all of those millions. Perry, next time you decide to run, you want to come on down here to the station. Let's give you a little boost, okay? Spend some of that money right here at the station. He received 829 votes. For all of that money, Perry, you received 829 votes. Okay? So you could have come down to the station and we could have helped you out. For the United States Senator race, Democrats. Now, everyone here want to do this. Everyone was throwing this fear factor in, thinking that Abdul Said was going to win. They were talking about all the support that he had and all of the groups and the people, etc., that was behind him. And they had what they felt was going to be the winner. They thought he was going to pull it out, even had some polls that had him ahead going into the night of the voting, the date of the vote. And let me give you the winner. The winner, well, let me give you his numbers first. He received 33,786 votes. The winner, Miss Haley Stevens, received 62% of the votes. That totaled out to 61,491 votes. So you see, with all the conversation from the talking heads and the folks who are supposed to know about what is really going on, supposed to know what's really going on, they were wrong. But they had Abdul ahead, and they were talking on the different shows as though he was going to be the winner. But Haley Stevens is your winner. And when you go to the representative in Congress, 12th District, you have Chanel Jackson. She received 23% of the votes, 9,166 votes. Rashid Tlaib received 70.32% of the votes, 27,197 votes is what she received. She was the incumbent. And when you go down to, now I don't want to do that one. Here's one. Here's an upset. Here's an upset. You know, we had Miss Broughton. Michelle was with us, and she was in Mary Waters' office, and had the opportunity to have some support from this show if she had chose to do it, but they chose not to participate with the Talk Beat Jones with Michelle. And I see that she was the write-in candidate again, and she received 0.78% of the votes, which was 459 votes is what the councilperson at large, Miss Mary Waters, received. I wish that she had cooperated and been a part of our program so we could have continued to give her support through her term, so that we could have given her more recognition, etc., and could have had her as a regular person on our program. But now let me give you the winners. The upset winner, I'll give you that to him shortly. Cherie, who was the incumbent, received 45.60% of the votes, and his total came to 26,739 votes is what he received. Now, he was the incumbent. Here was the challenger and the new representative in Congress, that is, in the primary, Donovan McKinney, who had a great interview aired through this station. He had a great interview aired through the station with Tavis Smiley. Wonderful, great interview. His percentage that he received was 53.62%. He received 31,440 votes. That's Donovan McKinney. So he's now the candidate going into the finals. For the primary, he won. He beat out Cherie. And no one thought he could do it. It was not thought that he could do it. Cherie had too much money. An incumbent. Wow. Congratulations to Mr. Donovan McKinney. The state senators, no, don't want that one. Don't want this one. Don't want that one. Don't want this one. Oh, yes, I do want this one. The state senator, state senate, 3rd district. The winner, the name you will remember. The legacy is all starting up again. I'll give you his name in just a moment, but let me give you the loser. The loser is Adam Hollier. He received 20.03% of the votes. He received vote count 6,932 votes. Now, I'll tell you this. When Hollier entered the race years ago for city council, etc., he came to this station. I had an opportunity to interview him, and he won. He won. His appearance at this station has been very slack, if any. I don't know. I don't watch all of the shows, etc. Don't know for history. Don't know that for a fact. However, I do know that this station was his boost to him winning before. And for whatever the reason, these candidates, they get in, they win, and then they ghost the station. And what do you think? The last couple of times he's run for something, he's lost. So Adam, why don't you come back home and do it the right way? Be with the station that boosted you to become a first-time council person. Okay? This is where you're supposed to be. This could have been your base. But here's what happened. The man that won, can we get a drum roll? Ooh. That was my drum roll. John Conyers III. Remember that name, folks. Yes, the bloodline. The bloodline. Monica's son. John Conyers' son. John Conyers III. Yes, John Conyers III. And his vote total, he received 25.46% of the votes. And his vote count, 8,812. So he will go into the ring in the finals. That's John Conyers III. So folks, everyone's talking about, and people talk about having that young blood, that new blood. Well, tell you what, can you find a greater bloodline than John Conyers? Can you find a person who's been trained greater than John Conyers III? Because who? His father, John Conyers, but his mother, Monica Conyers. For those who know should know who Monica Conyers is. I want you to understand that young man is going to be a great person in the political ranks. Great person in the political ranks. And I would hope that Monica would bring the son here, because believe this, Monica used to be a mainstay at this station herself. Okay? And she was a bad, bad, it still is a bad woman, but she was bad, bad, bad talking to you on television and teaching us and teaching you. So we are very pleased and very happy about that particular situation. Kavanaugh, 86. Now let me tell you what she did. She's running for state senator in the state senate 6th district. Mary Kavanaugh. Her husband used to come to the station when he was in office. She's been to the station. Okay? Winners, y'all, winners. And let us go down to, I don't think we want to talk about too many more of these folks here. No. We'll leave the write-in folks, etc. Oh, here, let's go with this. The representative in the state legislature, the 5th district. Now, the loser, Crystal Bailey. Crystal Bailey didn't make it through. She received a percentage of 36.36%. She received 4,382 votes. The winner, Candace Calloway. Candace Calloway. She received 58.36% of the votes, and the vote total came to 7,035. Now, what I want to also show you this. There's a race in a representative in the state legislature for the 5th district. Now I want to show you how less the votes people can do to win. This person got a 94.83% of the votes. And the vote total only came out to 165 votes. 165 votes, and they are going to run as a in the state legislature for the 5th district. And as you just go down and you look at some of these races and you look at the totals, it representative in the state legislature for the 8th district, Chris Gilmore Hill received 40.30%, a total of vote total 4,855. Now the winner, Helena Scott, received 51% of the percentages. Her vote count 6,145. Fairly close. And you go down here and you look at this race. The representative in the state legislature 8th district. I won't tell you about the names. I'll say this. They received, a guy named Bruce received 50.83%. His total that he won with only 121 votes. 121 votes. And Tanya Renee Wells, I'll tell you that, received 46.86%. And she received 112 votes. Now see, Tanya, if you had been coming down into the studio and talking to the folks through the studio here, you could have picked up 12, 15 votes, huh? And you'd won. And you'd won. And you received the love. So next time you decide to run, what do you want to do? Who do you want to call? You want to call the folks here at the TV studio, WHPR. Okay? And that's why I'm doing this, family, because I want you to know that some of these folks that lost, they lost by such a small margin that if they'd had the exposure and had some of these professionals here at this studio, at this station, to interview them, to boost them to their audience, to our audience, there's a greater chance, a great opportunity that they would have won. So I'm putting it out there ahead of time. For those people who stayed away from the station for whatever your reasons. It's politics. It's politics. It's down, dirty, nasty, but it's about how you get seen and heard. Come on down to the station, spend that money with this station. Station got power. In case you didn't know, this station has elected many, many officials in all of the races. In all of the races, including the mayor. History. When she first ran, she ran against Hollier. Hollier was the winner. But she paid the respect that she also came to the studio, and I had a chance to interview her as well. Close race. And she continued to be a wonderful, great person that on the next try she won. How about that? Now, on this particular race, there's a gentleman that was a police commissioner. He's been to the studio, blanked. He's been to the studio, and let's give his totals second. I want to give you Rick Silva. Give you his results. The percentage of votes that he got was 22.52%, a total of 3,449 votes. Rick, did you come to the studio? Blank screen. Did you come to the studio? Rick, did you come to the studio? I'm going to show you how close Rick was. And what did we talk about? Just getting that advertising that it can help you by being seen by thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions, because we're shown also on that Roku box. Okay, Rick, here's what you lost by. Willie Burton received 22.83%. Now remember, Rick received 22.52%. Once again, check these numbers, folks. Rick Silva received 3,449 votes. Rick, I'm telling you, you should have been down to the studio, my man. You should have been down to the studio. Here's what he lost by, folks. Willie Burton received 22.83% of the percentages. His vote total 3,495 votes. Remember that count, 3,495 votes. Rick Silva, 3,449 votes. How close can you be? How close can you be? You see, if you're stubborn, and you're listening to your peers and folks around you, and they want to tell you what is and is not that's going to work, you will find that it would be a wonderful thing if you became a friend of this station. Now I'm talking to all of you folk. I read this and showed you this to show you how close some of these races are and how many little votes it took in some of the races to win. So if you would not be such a high person and understand this station can get you across the finish line, not a nose losing, but a nose winning. If you've tried everything else, that advisors have told you that you could do if you want to get in the political ranks. This is what you got to do. That's what you got to do. And you go here, you go there, etc. But they don't tell you. that Mr. R.J. Watkins, Mr. Henry Todd, and Ms. Willis are the powers. We got the power. We got the power to push you across the finish line. If you knew you can still be pushed across the finish line, ask Mr. Donovan. He beat somebody that people didn't think could be beat. He beat him. He slapped him. He spent the time to be invested with this station and get his person, his platform, and what he's about, and what the other folks is not doing. When the people talk about all the times that they go on to Washington and what they're doing against President Trump and all these other things and the money, tell you what, he exposed him. But he wasn't dirty, he wasn't nasty. He simply stated what he was going to do. And he got the message out where, to whom, and how? Through this station. So if politics is running through your blood, through your vein, and in your mind, and that's what you want to do, start early. Start early. And remember this, when you come down and you come on the station, whomever is your opponent or opponents have the same opportunity to come down to the station to talk about their political aspirations as you. So if they're coming down and taking advantage of that and you're not, look in the mirror and ask yourself, why me? Why me? Why did I act like a donkey and didn't take advantage of what the station is offering? Because the station is saying, we have these political folks. We want the world, we want our people who are going to the polls to know what they're about. Now, that's Billy Jones talking on that political ranks. And I told you before, told you this time, I'm going to be involved. I'm going to talk about it. I want to have some juices to make me want to jump and get to the polls. Okay? But this is Talk Beat Jones. Again, I am Billy Jones. We're on the air live every Wednesday from 10 a.m. until 11. And for those people who said that they want to know how to do it, you go to 313watkins.com. You go to radiowecantsee.com. You go to WHPR-TV.com. You go to RJ Watkins Facebook fan page with the red. You go to Roku Box. And we'll be right back after these commercial announcements. Dr. Watson's not here. He's working hard. We'll see you soon.
You don't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. And
You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
Hi, this is Billy E. Jones, Talk Beat Jones. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on WHPR TV 33 Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
Your radio is now on TV. Your TV is now on radio. WHPR 88.1 FM can now be heard and seen worldwide. The same platform that hosts all of your favorite content now has WHPR TV and radio. Have your own radio or TV show on Roku with approximately 8 million homes. Debut your music video, clothing line, church ministry, plays, or products. A limited number of slots are available, so act now. For more information, visit RokuDetroit.com or call 313-868-6612. You heard about it. Now come be a part of it. Roku Detroit worldwide. Approximately 8 million viewers.
Hey, what's up? This is Timmy Tim. I got all of Detroit on lock to bring you the best in late night entertainment. From music videos to artist interviews to concerts and special events. So you rappers, comedians, club promoters, small business owners want to be on Timmy Tim Live? Give us a call at 313-828-0848 or email me at timmytimlive@gmail.com.
Feel good about your future with tuition-free programs at Wayne County Community College District. Whether you want to be in healthcare, computer science, the culinary arts, digital media, or robotics and automation for the next generation of vehicles, WCCCD has you covered. A full range of programs to achieve your goals, fit your schedule, and give you all the support you need to be successful. All of it tuition free. Now there's something to feel good about. Register today at wcccd.edu.
If you enjoy the music, the talk, and the vibe right here on WHPR, we need your support. Help us keep independent radio alive by sending a Cash App donation of whatever you can to $WHPR TV Radio. Every dollar makes a difference. That's $WHPR TV Radio. Support the station that supports you.
313watkins.com. Streaming on Roku.
Don't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and
Oh, family, this is Talk Beat Jones, and I am hyped up. You know, we're on the air every Wednesday from 10 to 11, right? From 10 to 11 a.m. We also are on the air on a Sunday from 4 to 5 p.m. on 15.2, the baddest station in the nation. A station that you can have your youngsters sitting there watching the station. You can enjoy the station. It got everything that you want to watch and hear and learn. You know, and I heard the Cash App application that we put out there. But I'm going to tell you this. I got a call ask me, Billy, what if I just want to come down to the station and bring it down, but I don't know where the station is located? Here it is, right here. In case you're driving by or maybe just out jogging, you want to come a few miles and come on down. The station's address is 160 Victor Street. That's 160 Victor Street, Highland Park. You know, and remember, this is WHPR, Power Talk. Power Talk. It's not just put out there to say Power Talk. I spoke on the first part about politics. I spoke about persons who are running for office. Ask some of your old school folks about the folks that was elected in this city by this station. When I came from California to Detroit and came down to the station, everybody that wanted to run for office came to this station. And they had a man here that would tutor them in what it would take to get across the finish line. And as I was talking to Timmy Tim, there is a laundry list of all the folk who were through this station. Okay? In fact, there's a judge right now, head of the 36th District Court, who was on this station. He and Bert, who also became an elected official, were on this station daily. And I can go on and on and on and on and on. We had we've had two of the youngest elected officials elected from this station. Now I'm going to go into, again, a different process because, family, you know, coming out of COVID, I don't know about your love life. I don't know about your relationship. I don't know what may have what type of thing may have happened to you and your family members and such. But I know that I lost my love in COVID. And I have yet and never ever have been able to rebound. Huh? How many of you are still absent now that COVID came and visited you and stayed home and took your loved one, male or female, took them away from you, and you've never been able to recover? You've never been able to find that trust for other folk that you had in your loved person. And for those who are seniors and seniors, you know what your life was planned out to be with that person that you had, that you were in love with, and they was loving you, and you guys planned it out. And now you're going down that lane and you're starting to walk, and you see you're walking by yourself. And it's hard to look left and it's hard to look right and be able to find someone that's going to come into the lane with you. It's a different thought. It's a different scenario. But God got you. God got you. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't let nobody kick you to the curb, because time is still ticking with you. I read about people 70, 80, 90 that were able to find someone that they was able to join in union, that's in marriage. Yeah, they may have been 30, 40 years younger than them, but they found someone that they could trust, and that someone that professed their love for them. So don't give up. Don't give up. And I say that to say this: health is your wealth. Health is your wealth. Don't just give in to having to take all of these pills. You got an illness and everybody want to tell you that you got to take this pill for this, you got to take that pill for that, you got to take this cream for this, you got to take that cream for that, you got to take this spray for this, got to take the spray for that. Okay. But I'm letting you understand that when you start taking these various pills that are prescribed for you through the health agencies, the doctors and such, and I get nothing but respect. I'm trained by doctors myself. I get nothing but respect. But you have to understand that if you can limit some of these pills that you're taking and get into your diet and get into some form of working out, some form of feeling good, doing some things for yourself. Because if you don't do that, you're going to lose your mobility, you're going to lose your strength, your agility, and you're going to be that person that back in the day they called them a couch potato, a person that sits around the house thinking that you're going to get greater, better, because you're going to be what you call just resting. What are you doing? I'm just resting. I'm just resting. Well, guess what? If you just sit around just resting, your body says, well, he don't need me no more. Your feet say, oh, he ain't moving around here no more. He don't need me. He ain't picking up nothing, and she ain't picking up nothing. She ain't walking with that special walk to make everybody say, ooh, wee, girl. Come on now. The men, yes, you can walk a little slower if that's what you want. But you can get in a chair and do some things to help you keep your strength. You can get in a chair and do some things to help you still feel good. Because again, health is your wealth. And again, why am I saying this? Why am I going through this? Why am I making this a mantra now? Because I forgot that despite everything that I may have been doing, that I needed to continue to do what? To love me, take care of me, to make sure that I put in the work to keep my temple together. God blessed me with a good temple, and I worked it. Isometrics. And I'm speaking on isometrics for those who say, well, I can't lift this, I can't pull this back. Well, isometrics is what you do when you use one muscle against the other muscle. When you just flex and hold. That's isometrics. That's strength training. That's muscle memory. My body was built with isometrics. And I'm saying this because as simple as I tried to show you and make it, I stopped. So you see, what I'm trying to formulate in your mind, family, is regardless of what your situation is, there is a way that you can work out. And from time to time, I'm going to show you some simplicity with isometrics. Even if you're saying, I can't really get it, no problem. Isometrics is a form of breathing and muscular control, resistance. Okay? So what I'm trying to say, without trying, actually just saying it, is there is always a way that you can do something to help your body get greater, better from your position. When people have a stroke, if they don't do certain things, if they don't use their mind to work their body, there's no recovery. And then you look at folks who are born with disadvantages. And you look at what they're able to accomplish despite how they were born. Not injured, born with a lack of certain body parts. Utilizing situations in their bodies that we never, us, who have the advantage of having all the parts at work, would think. Folks who use their feet to write, to paint, to eat, the toes. Now, how many of us can do anything with our toes? Huh? So, family, yes, with the Talk Beat Jones with Dr. H. Jeffrey Watson and myself, that guy that I had pushed aside, that Jones-sized guy. For folks who don't know, I had thousands and thousands of clients, had my own studio for almost 28 years. Also was a person that did programs for the United States government. Okay? As well as was the master person that went around different health clubs and taught their instructors how to do programs. Owned my own facility. But came out here in 2002 and let it all go. Lost my mind, like many of you. Don't mean that you're gone crazy. Don't mean that you can't think. Don't mean, it just means that you lost your mind because you lost the love of yourself which is what pushes you to do the things that you're supposed to do, which is take care of you. Sure, we all can have some injuries. Sure, we all can have some liabilities in our body. But you still got to love your body and get out there and do what you can do. So you're going to turn to Facebook and you're going to see the Billy E. Jones going through his journey live. Going through my journey live. And I'll do it in 5 to 7 minute increments. And I'll tell you this, I was doing some things as I was instructed by my mentor, Mr. Art Scott, that you got folks who are out of shape, you got folks who've gotten older, so you can't go out there and just dance the way you used to and move the way you used to because you hurt somebody that's trying to work with you, Billy. So I'm going through the steps of not hurting myself as well, taking the time to put the preliminary, the very beginning of movements, slow, easy movements. And I was watching myself on the Facebook, and then they dropped in a guy right after me, and he's working. I said, oh man, and see, your ego will make you say, okay, I need. And that's what that becomes the problem with us. We don't want to stay in our lane to get to where we have to go. And we look and admire those that can really work it. And we think we're supposed to do like them. They jumping, bumping, grinding, and all the other good things. And that's what you think you're supposed to do. No. Get in your lane to regain your fitness level. And boy, I tell you, my ego in my head, because I'm a competitor, was like, okay, maybe I can just go ahead and I had to talk to myself the way I'm talking to you. Stay in your lane, Billy. It's not your time right now. You've been the cake and the cookie with the ice cream on top. Take your time. You'll get there, but you don't want to rush. And also, you want to bring along all of these folks from around the world, regardless of nationality, regardless of your sexual preferences, regardless of whatever your religious, it doesn't matter. A body is a body that any and all of us need to work. So therefore, I had to eat my ego and go back into thinking what I was thinking. Take your time and bring folks along who want to join you. So I'll be doing 5 to 7 minute increments. Take a 15-minute time off, come back with another 5 to 7 minute increment, take another 10 to 15 minute off, and come back with a third 5 to 7 minute increment as a closeout. And at some point, I will be adding the chair workout so that the stand-up part will be the 5 to 7 minute. Then I'll go to the chair for a 5-minute circumstantial workout. Then it'll only be a 5-minute pause before the next series. But all of this is part of the plan. And I want you to understand, fitness is what I do. Excuse me. Fitness is what I did. I'm in the same condition as many of you. And we got to get started. We got to get it going on. Okay? So I do not flex with the folks out there doing all the wonderful moves, all the great gyrations, etc. Great. Great. But you got to get your body ready. And does the age matter? Age matters in terms of when you were younger, you could just jump up and do things and didn't have to worry about it. But when you've been sitting around and not doing anything, and you let time, age, etc., hit you on your head, then you have to remember, when you was a baby, you had to crawl before you could stand up and walk. And when you started walking, did you stumble around a little bit? Did you have to walk to grab something before you fall? Then one day you stood up strong and you were able to walk. And then when you started running, you stumbled a little bit, but your legs got stronger, your hips got stronger, your arms got in coordination. And that's where we're going, family. Okay? So trust me. And don't just trust me. Look in the mirror and tell yourself in that mirror, I love me. I love me. I don't mind. Don't even think about if somebody else think about loving me. I love me. Okay. Now, let us go into the fact that we can do it together. I'm going to close out with that part, okay? So now, I want to come into the station process. I want to go into the station process and listening to other folk, jealous folks, envious folks, hater folk, competitor folk, who will tell you what you can't do at this station. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Okay? Family, this station is making and has made great strides. When I say this, you got all of these different options. You can go to 313watkins.com. You can go to Radio We Can See. We can go to WHPRTV.com. You can go to RJ Watkins Facebook fan page. There's the one that has the black and white, but you want to go to the one that has the red and white. Okay? And then that universal, I won't talk about all these others, I'm going to talk about this one other one. The Roku box, the Roku page, the Roku system. Do you realize the Roku system is worldwide? The Roku system is worldwide. So when people ask, where can I see you? You can flip the question. If you don't want to go through all of the others that we have, you can ask them, do you have Roku? You could be talking to somebody wherever they are in the world. Do you have Roku? If they have the Roku system, they, from wherever they are, can watch this station. They could advertise with this station for wherever they are. So if you have a business, a product, or service, and you're not just trying to have just a right here, right down the street, round the corner, down the street marketing plan, you want to be able to be shown to everybody, then you want to come to this station and you want to advertise. We have great people, personnel here that can help put together your advertising plan. If you got a thought and you don't know how to make it happen, you need to call this station and you want to talk to Ms. Willis and have her to direct you or to get involved with you herself. But I say this, under Miss Willis's guidelines at this station, she is the general manager. So she has persons who have the ability, proven ability, because they are professionals in their own rights, because they're advertising, they have the shows, etc. here, that can help you. that can guide you. And for those who want to be stars and are stars in your own mind, but you want other folks to recognize what a star you are. You want to come to the station and talk to Miss Willis? Heck, you might even get a chance to talk to Mr. R.J. Watkins. May talk to Mr. Henry Tyler. By the way, Mr. Henry Tyler is a Hall of Famer. Mr. R.J. Watkins is a Hall of Famer. Since people talk about Hall of Famers. Huh? Ask them folks at WGPR. Huh? And have you seen on 15.2 your mama, your grandmama, when they was doing what they do, dancing their tails off? Huh? Have you seen them? Your mama, your grandmama, huh? Your daddies. Have you seen them on the new dance show? Huh? Showing you what they was able to put out and made this station a hit. A hit. At one time, almost shut Soul Train down. Huh? That's how bad they were. And that's how bad they are. What? Because they're on TV every day. Every day. In their prime. In their prime. Making some moves like I say, woo, we had to do that. Huh? But you get a chance to see your mother, your father, your grandparents, what they really was about. This has been Talk B. Jones. And you know what? I love 15.2. You will love it too. But again, we're on the air every Wednesday live from 10 to 11. Also on Sundays from 4 to 5 on 15.2. Tell your friends, and also tell your friends about 313watkins.com, RadioWeCanSee.com, WHPRTV.com, the R.J. Watkins fan page, the red and white one, and don't forget about the Roku, and don't forget about watching that Timmy Tim, okay? Again, family, Roku box, worldwide. We love you. We appreciate you. Got nothing but mad respect. And yes, we're going to have the medical doctor, H.G. Watson here soon. Love you. See you soon. Tell a friend, like us, love us. Bye now.
Wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones, and I